to the faith in yourself. I would never say to someone, if you're not getting affirmation on your work on a regular basis, if you're just missing because of, you know, bad luck, injustice, sudden changes of a client point of view, sudden pulls of spend, do not give up. Everyone has a slough to go through. You know, you've got to push through it. If no one cares about your ideas, if people are giving you a placement because they feel sorry for you and your book isn't very good, then maybe you should reconsider your career. But if you know in your heart you've got it, and you're getting enough affirmation from people you respect, you stick with the programme. Do not get off the boat. Carry on.
Work hard, I think, that's the main thing. Be really passionate and enthusiastic about things. Think broadly, I think a lot of people think it's easy to start working in digital now and just be thinking digital, whereas in the past you sort of didn't have that choice, and I think people soaked up a lot of stuff around them. So I think a variety of work is a good thing for me.
I'd say you've really got to be open-minded about media possibilities. You know, I assume you're talking about creatives specifically. Yeah. You know, it's all about the ideas, right? And you know, the best creatives aren't desperate to make a TV ad or a website. The best creatives are desperate to make an amazing idea come to life in whatever media it's in. So there's that, and then, you know, just hard work and enthusiasm. You've got to be, genuinely enthusiastic about it.
Have a good look at the industry before you decide what you want to do, because there are so many different facets to it now, and you know, for me there are bits of it that are really exciting and really future facing and really interesting, and bits of it that I, you know, really believe are the future of marketing and our whole industry. And there are bits of it that when you're young, I think seem really exciting, but could be sort of shuffling towards a slow death. So I'd have a good hard look at it, and I'd work out what you want to do, and I'd work out what companies are doing stuff that you're passionate about, and I'd have a good think about where you want to be in 10 years time and 20 years time, and you know, really what you want to spend the rest of your life doing, and then plan it out from there.
Personally, I would just try and get into any company. I mean, in a way, the first couple of years of your career, it's essential that you just understand the business. And unfortunately, when you're at college, you're being taught by people, no disrespect to them, but you're being taught by people who no longer work in the business. And the business over the last 2 years has changed probably more over the last 2 years than it has done over the last 20.
Absolutely.
And I think if you're being taught by people who've been teaching more than 2 years, you're fucked. And you know, they'll teach you the rudiments of how you put layouts, or how you might think, or how you might dismantle a brief to start working on it. But the real trick is going to be when you get into an office, and all offices will be different. Saatchi's will be different from BBH, which will be different from Karmarama. We all have our own separate approaches to how we do things and how we work together. But I would say be prepared for the first 2 years of your career, learning new stuff and new ways of working. And also I think that gives you a chance to develop your own personal characteristics and what you want out of it, because you're much more in control than you ever have been.
Have a private income. I think that's a huge advantage. In fact, I do think we've got a bit of a problem with recruitment of young creatives. I'm just talking about creatives here, in that if you don't live in the home county, sort of London area, and therefore are able to live at home and have your parents support you, it's quite difficult for you to go through the 12-month, 18-month internship, placement kind of period. And so a lot of the great tradition of northern art schools, especially art directors coming from those sort of northern art schools, we're now becoming pre-selecting, and I think it's very dangerous that this business gets more and more southern, middle class, privately educated. I mean, these are not necessarily the best people to run our business, and some of the giants of advertising's history, there's been this great social mix very eclectic mix that's gone on here. That's been very healthy, and we're losing that. I think that's a great shame.
If there's someone you'd like Source to interview or a question you'd like us to ask, then put it in the comments below now. If you'd like to meet more of London's creative industry, subscribe to our channel by clicking the subscribe button above. And don't forget to like this video below. Thanks for watching.